choose a journey into Melbourne's laneways. Explore alfresco cafes, bars and designer shops. A short walk across the Yarra River to the right is South Bank. From South Bank Promenade, explore Melbourne's waterfront precinct. Stop is Swanston Street. Step off here to connect with Swanston Street tram routes. St Paul's Cathedral can be seen on the left. On the right, you can see Melbourne's iconic Flinders Street station, the oldest railway station in Australia. Traveller's Aid is located at Flinders Street station between platforms 9 and 10, where you'll find heaps of transport and travel information, as well as short-term luggage storage. You can hire mobility aids, access free internet, and there are fully accessible bathrooms and change facilities available. Melbourne's heritage attractions, hidden streets and laneways, waterways and bars, liveried Federation Square. Well, the next stop is Russell Street. Walk up Russell Street from the next stop is Liveried where you can learn all about this spectacular gemstone and watch the cutting and polishing. This view of Rod Laver Arena, home to the Australian Open Tennis Championship. Take a tram on Route 70 from the next stop for these great sporting experiences. Tram Route 70 will also take you along Swan Street, Richmond, where you'll find a range of fashion outlets, home renovator stores and cafes. There's also bars, pubs and live music, from jazz to indie rock. This stop is Russell Street. From the next stop, take a tram on Route 75 to the famous Melbourne Cricket Ground. Relive great sporting memories by taking a tour of the MCG or visiting the National Sports Museum, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. most days. Gardens. There are free walking tours of the Fitzroy Gardens every Wednesday from 12:30 p.m. Stunning floral displays can be seen in the conservatory, and the gardens also contain the fairy tree sculpture, depicting fairies and elves, loved by children for generations. Cook's Cottage, the reconstructed house of Captain James Cook's parents, is also located here. Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Around the corner is the magnificent Old Treasury Building, built in the 1860s. During Victoria's gold rush, gold was stored in its vaults before being made into buns. The vaults can be toured Sunday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and entry is free. Step off here for the Old Treasury Building and to explore Melbourne's heritage gardens. This stop is Spring Street. Melbourne's famous Cotton Street, renowned for its high couture fashion. Overlooking this classic boulevard is the beautiful Old Treasury Building on the right. Many of Melbourne's finest 19th century buildings are located along this elegant strip, including Old Treasury, the Hotel Windsor and Parliament House. These buildings were constructed during the boom following the discovery of gold in Victoria. On the left, the Hotel Windsor, built in 1883, and predating London's Savoy Hotel and the Ritz in Paris. Many famous people have stayed in its elegant rooms, including movie stars and prime ministers. It's renowned for its traditional and sumptuous high tea. Parliament House is on the right, overlooking Bourke Street, one of Melbourne's busiest streets. Free tours of the building are available when Parliament is not sitting. From the next stop, walk down Bourke Street into Melbourne's retail heart, or catch a tram on Route 96 to St Kilda Beach. The next stop is Nicholson and Albert Street. Melbourne has a dynamic theatre scene, with productions ranging from mainstream musicals to experimental theatre. The stunning gilt-edged building on the left is the Princess Theatre. Legend has it that the friendly ghost of the opera singer Federici occasionally appears as an omen for a show's success. A short walk from the next stop, down Little Bourke Street, is Chinatown, boasting the longest continuous Chinese settlement in the Western world. You'll find a huge variety of restaurants and cuisines, from fine dining to noodle houses, as well as Asian groceries, herbalists and fashion boutiques. The Chinese Museum is also located here. From the next stop, you can walk to the glorious triple-spired St Patrick's Cathedral and St Peter's Church. These houses of worship contain beautiful examples of stained glass, wood carvings, mosaics and brass. Down Albert Street, the Victorian Artists Society welcomes visitors to its art exhibitions and heritage-listed buildings. Entry is free, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This stop is Nicholson and Albert Street. Stop is Victoria Parade. Step off here to connect with trams on routes 86 and 96. For shopping in the Bohemian and vibrant precincts of Collingwood and Fitzroy, take trams 86 or 96 from the next stop. Fossick and second-hand bazaars and art galleries, and enjoy the many funky cafes and restaurants. For great bars, live music and DJs, take a tram on Route 86 from the next stop and head to Smith Street, Brunswick or Gertrude Street, Collingwood. For independent designers, don't miss the Rose Street Artists Market every Saturday, or take Route 96 to visit Melbourne's best collection of Spanish restaurants located along Johnston Street. Step off here for the historic Victorian Fire Services Museum, located in the Melbourne Fire Brigade's original headquarters. This heritage-listed building houses a unique collection of vintage vehicles and over 4,000 fire-related items. Open Thursdays and Fridays 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Sundays 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. This stop is Victoria Parade. Stop is Spring Street. Step off here to the Royal Exhibition Building, Carlton Gardens and the Melbourne Museum. Visit the World Heritage listed Royal Exhibition Building, a stunning architectural expression of the pomp and optimism of the late 19th century, and built for Melbourne's International Exhibition of 1880 to showcase the latest products from the Industrial Revolution. The building was also the site for the opening of Australia's first Parliament in 1901. Tours are available. Surrounding the Royal Exhibition Building are the World Heritage listed Carlton Gardens, featuring dramatic boulevards, a majestic fountain and formal flower beds. The gardens are popular for picnics and are also home to many brush-tailed possums. The next stop is Exhibition Street. Yarra Trams is a proud supporter of the Royal Children's Hospital appeal. There's a donation box behind the driver's door. Any coins would be appreciated. Step off here for IMAX Melbourne Museum with the world's third largest screen. IMAX Melbourne Museum shows a variety of movies from 3D documentaries to the latest Hollywood blockbusters. Let IMAX immerse you in the ultimate movie-going experience. The next stop is Russell Street. Step off here for the Old Melbourne Jail. Crime and Justice Experience. Open every day from 9:30am to 5pm. Find out about the life and crimes of Australia's most infamous criminals. Be arrested in the police watch house. The site of more than 130 executions, Melbourne's oldest prison is best known as the place where controversial bushranger Ned Kelly was hanged in 1880. A short walk from the next stop is Dracula's, on the corner of Victoria and Cardigan Streets. Dracula's is Australia's longest running and most successful theatre restaurant. Enjoy a night of total entertainment, combining burlesque, contemporary music, comedy and quality dining. A 10-minute walk from the next stop is the birthplace of Melbourne's vibrant cafe culture, Lygon Street, Carlton. Known as Melbourne's Italian precinct, Lygon Street offers alfresco dining and plenty of cafes, pizza and pasta restaurants and gelati bars, as well as attracting Melbourne's literati with a selection of bookshops and cinemas. Step off here and turn right at Russell Street to visit the Old Melbourne Jail, Dracula's and Lygon Street. Swanston Street. Step off here for Swanston Street trams and Melbourne Central Station. Melbourne is famous for its local and international design and fashion. From the next stop, journey into Melbourne's dynamic, ultra-cool and eclectic retail hut, occupying several city blocks. Shopping centres, department stores, period of laneways and arcades provide a paradise of exploration. Step off here for Melbourne Central Shopping Centre and TV Melbourne and a number of galleries. You can take a tour, watch films and listen to music, play game consoles and access free Wi-Fi. Open Monday to Thursday, 10am to 9pm and Friday to Sunday, 10am to 6pm. Take a tram along Swanston Street to visit Melbourne's Royal Botanic Gardens. Join the Aboriginal Heritage Walk at the Royal Botanic Gardens and enjoy the history and thriving culture of the Indigenous Kulin Nation. Every Tuesday, Thursday and the first Sunday of the month, 11am to 12:30pm. Trams from here also travel to Government House, the Shrine of Remembrance and the stylish and popular Chapel Street shopping precinct in South Yarra. This stop is Swanston Street. The next stop is Elizabeth Street. Step off here to connect routes 19, 57 and 59. Elizabeth Street. Catch a tram along Elizabeth Street from the next stop to visit the Queen Victoria Market. Steeped in history, this iconic market sells a huge range of clothes and souvenirs, plus the freshest produce and gourmet food. The market is open Tuesday and Thursday, Fridays, Saturdays and Sunday. From the next stop, catch any tram down Elizabeth Street to the Bourke Street Mall, Melbourne's shopping heartland, with its buskers and busy shoppers. Two of Melbourne's premier department stores are located here. From Bourke Street Mall begins a journey into some of Melbourne's most beautiful laneways and shopping arcades, including the Royal and Block arcades. Explore an eclectic range of shops, bars and cafes, nestled in unlikely nooks, up stairways and under romantic archways as you weave your way towards the river. This stop is Elizabeth Street. The next stop is Queen Street. Melbourne is known around the world for its rich mix of cultures. Gold miners from around the world 1850 gold rush. During this time, a large Chinese community was established. After World War II, a new influx of migrants arrived from Europe, particularly Greece and Italy. Today, Melbourne is recognised as the largest Italian city outside Italy. Melbourne is a truly cosmopolitan metropolis, with a population of around 4 million people from over 110 different ethnic backgrounds and speaking 170 languages. Sample the best of Italian and Spanish flavours at bars and restaurants along Hardware Lane, a popular destination for breakfast, dinner and evening drinks. Turn right down Queen Street from the next stop. The next stop is William Street. Live off here for Route 55. Take the Route 55 West Coburg tram to visit the Queen Victoria Market and the Melbourne Zoo, where you can see over 320 animal species from around the world. Beautifully landscaped settings. Catch the 55 tram in the opposite direction for Melbourne Aquarium, the Immigration Museum, and South Bank Promenade and the River Precinct, offering entertainment and river cruises. Further along, travel to the Royal Botanic Gardens and the Shrine of Remembrance from the 1870s. Melbourne has the third largest Greek population outside Athens and Thessaloniki, which has significantly shaped the culture of the city. Melbourne's Greek precinct is located around Lonsdale Street, with restaurants, cafes and cake shops. Step off here for the Hellenic Museum to explore the rich cultural traditions of ancient and contemporary Greece. A period of great prosperity. The area around Port Phillip Bay was the original home of the Kulin Nation, consisting of several language groups of Indigenous Australians whose ancestors had lived in the area for approximately 30,000 years. To learn about the history and culture of Indigenous people of southeastern Australia, visit the Koori Heritage Trust, displaying a diverse range of artefacts, 4 gallery spaces and a retail shop selling Indigenous products. The Trust is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday off here for Southern Cross Station, to connect with train and bus services travelling within Melbourne, across Victoria and interstate. Services include V-Line regional trains and coaches and CountryLink trains to major cities on the east coast. For travellers to Melbourne's airports, the Skybus to Tullamarine and Sunbus shuttle to Avalon Airport regionally depart from Southern Cross Station. The next stop is Etihad Stadium. Let's hope you enjoy following on the City Circle Tram. For your comfort and safety, please take a seat or hold on, because trams sometimes have to stop suddenly in traffic. Etihad Stadium is a state-of-the-art sport and entertainment venue, with seating for more than 50,000 people and a retractable roof that takes 8 minutes to close. The stadium hosts AFL and A-League football matches, as well as rugby and international music acts. Explore behind the scenes, see the players' change rooms and tour the media centre, where all the action is reported. Tours operate from Gate 2, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m, 1 p.m and 3 p.m. We'll now continue our journey along Melbourne's waterfront. It carries up to 3 people. You're wired for sound, so you can talk to your tour guide along the way. Tours are available between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. every day, so grab a brochure on board and start planning a whole new experience. This stop is Central here on Harbour Avenue. The next stop is Newquay and Docklands Drive. Newquay is a popular dining destination and hotspot for after-work drinks. Enjoy international cuisine by the water, including Moroccan, Japanese, Greek, Spanish and glorious Mediterranean seafood. Located on the promenade, the market sells arts and crafts, second-hand items and clothes, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sundays. This stop is Newquay and Docklands Drive. Role in traditional culture and the history of Melbourne's developments. These areas have been redeveloped and now provide some of the most contemporary entertainment destinations and examples of public art the city has to offer. We're now travelling along Harbour Esplanade with views of Victoria Harbour to your right. The path is King Street. Step off here for the Melbourne Aquarium to see amazing underwater worlds and thousands of aquatic animals. From Antarctic penguins, stunning coral atolls, weird and wonderful fish, marine animals and turtles, as well as awe-inspiring sharks. If you dare, take the plunge yourself and experience a shark dive in the 2.2 million litre ocean. Reflecting Melbourne's changing cultures and cuisine. The next stop is Swanston Street. Step off here to connect with Swanston Street tram routes. St Paul's Cathedral is seen to the left. On the right, you see Melbourne's iconic Flinders Street station, oldest railway station in Australia. Transport aid is located at Flinders Street station between platforms 9 and 10, where you'll find heaps of transport and travel information, as well as short-term luggage.